Hello, beautiful fellow human beings. So today I spent pretty much practicing with that fly rod, having the time of my life, honestly. It's amazing how long the line could stay airborne for. And the flies it came with, I want to try to make these Royal Coachmen, and they're the most known pattern worldwide, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm gonna try to make that. Probably need a smaller hook. Running low on the wet hooks. And the small hooks I have are very small. Does that need to be in there? Shoot. I just don't know. I have little dry hooks, so let's see. It looks like it's gonna be larger. I have to get a little bit more antiquated on hook sizes so I can order more. I was gonna look for an assortment, but these don't have the size on them. However, they've been quite nice. Let me tighten this. I believe I have everything for it. I don't know about the quills. Let's see. Oops. Oh no, my basket. Stay, please. Okay. Don't have duck quills. I mean, I do. It's just, I don't know if you have to have a left and a right side to make the wings. I'm gonna pull these out. Oh, I might have something I can use actually. And then I'll pull out this multicolored pack of hackle feathers. I'll probably use one of these. The yellow at the tip is quite orange, so that'll probably do. And I've been looking up some patterns, however, I found on ties flies. Let me try this one, just because it's going to be the first one. It doesn't have to be like, It's a feather I found a long time ago, and I tried to dye it, and it didn't work. It's just been lingering ever since. So, don't know if I need like a right side and a left side. I saw a few variations with bucktail. However, I think I'm gonna try these quills first. Let me pull up the comments just in case anyone's here. Hope everyone's having a beautiful day. I still waiting on a few more things in the mail. I got some white bucktail and grizzly hackle, and just waiting for that. So I've been taking it easy. Just spent the day making more eyes. Made more of the small ones, and started making more of the larger iridescent ones. Just using glitter and stuff that I already had. And one benefit of crafting for so long is I had quite a lot of supplies that translated well in this realm. So let me get the hook on and get some feathers out. I know I have the pheasant feathers, the pheasant neck feathers. And I'll need peacock curl. This, that, and what else? I got the pheasant feathers in here, which I didn't realize I had some mallard feathers. It came with that kit. So I'm gonna use a few pieces of these guys and peacock curl. Oops. Hello, Norman. Hello, Con family. Let's see. Oh, there's a lot of people I've never seen before. Hello, yes, Prim Gamers. South Florida, Southeast Florida, Palm Beach County. And, getting a little chilly. stayed in pajamas pretty much all day waiting for the mail, but the mail never came. Gotta get bangs. Hello, Goldalyn. Or Glodalyn, my bad. Ignacia Popik, hello. And Guijar Harsh, Nambarder, hello. Hello, Fairside. Hello, Action Popcast. How you doing today? Samar Jaffrey. I had to read it in my mind first because sometimes y'all get me in like accidentally saying stuff out loud. Got some really nice peacock curl. This just came in a kit. I see the stuff in videos that looks mad Gucci. However, that's what we got, and it's really beautiful. Peacock curl, which I'm glad I didn't know that you could just buy bouquets of that and then crafting. Heyday. I'm gonna cut this bag. The tape on the top will stick to the feathers. I'm just gonna grab one because we're experimenting. We're learning. So shoot, how am I gonna do this? I should have watched the thing a few more times. Okay, I'm gonna use black. This also, I finally used the chartreuse. What a difference real thread is compared to the stuff that came with the kit, which is just fine. But this is so soft, and I'll tell you exactly what it is. It's the Ultra Thread UTC. I don't know if 280 is the size or what, but this stuff is glorious. A little thick for the smaller flies, I think, but really good for the larger saltwater, which will probably be my main focus when I get the last few things. Maybe gray, because the gray is just so much. I'll use black because this is an experiment, and I have red for the body. Yes. Thank you, Muhammad. I gotta pull some out first because it's really brittle, but these are very much for testing. I was using the pole outside, just whipping the line back and forth, really satisfying. Practicing the roll cast mostly as a lot of trees and brush to kind of fish or within. And whew. Yeah, the feathers are beautiful. I'm really pleased to have transitioned into fly tying from crafting because the materials are just out of control gorgeous. So I'm gonna throw this on first. And the whole body's going to be covered in materials, so I'm not really worried about that being sloppy. And hopefully within the, maybe not next stream, but the stream or two after, I'm going to have a close-up view so you can actually see. But my skills are not there yet, so I've been taking it slow. And I think you just use a little bit of this feather. It just shows. I made a popper last night, however, it's much too heavy. And I'm not sure what I did with it. Oh. I just used a piece of foam. I have to, next time I'm in my hometown, stop at the surf shop to get some surfboard foam, or just get like a bag of them. But I really want to use stuff that I could come across. It's very heavy. The fly pole, the rod and reel combo came with this popper. So I just wanted to try my hand at making one, which it came out a lot nicer than I thought. It's just I don't know how functional it is. And it's foam. It sucked up resin, and someone said that making the top concave helps it pop better. But it's a start. I used that chartreuse thread on it, which was really, really nice. Try cork. Yeah, I think I have a bunch of little corks left too. Balsa wood. Interesting. I wonder, I'm sure actually, Hobby Lobby has a model aisle and they might have rods of various woods. I didn't really think about that. Hello, Freddie! I remember you now. And making a Royal Coachman, which is one of the most popular, or at least well-known, flies out there. I lost my feather though. I'm hesitant to pull out another. Yeah, there it is. So it just uses a little bit of this. So vibrant. I see these used a lot in the shrimp patterns. I've been trying to at least pick up the basics on. How do you pull it off? Like, keep it kind of centered. Alright, this is probably a bad idea. Oh, whoops, it was in the right hand. Okay, so how much does that extend? Good amount. The Royal Coachman. I'm probably gonna tie this ass backwards. But we're learning. No. Why would you want to do that? Little fibers are going haywire. Ooh! My face wasn't all the way tightened. Alright, so now what? Saw somebody tie all the materials together and wrap it as one. Thought that was really interesting. So, gosh, what's wrong with my hands today? It's just not. I'm very afraid of this black thread. It snaps like nothing else. So, peacock curl. Now my nerves are really going. I'm not the best at this. At any part of it, but again, we're learning. So, is peacock. Why am I trying to do this by memory? I'm just gonna try it. So maybe going this way, because the forks and the feather, I don't know. I'm just talking out loud, or thinking out loud. Okay, tuck that so nothing falls out. Alright. Cool, I think. So I would bring this up, and if I'm going that way, go the opposite way. I don't know why I do that. I don't know if that's proper or not, but it's a really beautiful color combination. That golden pheasant with the red and the peacock curl, ugh, it's truly a delicious combination. Hey, that went a lot better than I thought. Alright, so I just get a little befuddled. Is that a word? Or the word? Alright. Got one bar of the peacock on. Now I gotta add some red. And I usually have to hear or see a name twice in order to really have it solidified in my memory. I've been trying to put more of an effort to not just look at the colored bubbles. I'm a little nearsighted. Comes in handy for this. Does not come in handy when I'm looking for yard sales. Do you know how many times I'll bike like a mile to a sign and have it say home for sale instead of yard sale? And this is the bobbin holder that I 3D printed. It's not the strongest and it gets hung up a little bit, but at least it will. Okay, so good evening. Just seeing your clerk, catching on which later how it goes. You have material like that. It's called counter wrapping. Okay. It's like, there's a few things that, like, I guess maybe a little intuition allows for it to line up, because that is brilliant. I have watched a lot of fly tying videos, so I'm sure I've heard it before, and it's in my subconscious memory bank. I make often deposits too. And I'm not sure what I should do with this red. Like, maybe go back and just give it a little extra tuck. Yeah. These are practice. I was able to practice with the rod and reel combo just in the yard. Fun as heck. Oh dear. Been practicing the rolling cast, and it's amazing. Like, my wrist is sore from it's amazing. And then I was doing like some ribbon dancer-esque, just seeing how long it could be airborne for, and going back and forth, and like 1, 2, and then it's still, and it blew my mind in so many ways. Oops. Yeah, I might have to find a hair tie, or just wrap this by hand. Okay. It's just pretty weak. Shoot. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna do it by hand. It's just not zero tension. I'll be able to control that a little bit more myself. And just, I watched the ties flies video for this as soon as I hit go live. I wish I watched it a few more times, but I felt like I got kind of like the gist a little bit. I'm gonna go around to that. I really should probably glue this, maybe. Well, next one. Make a few of these. Gotta get into that next, is not just making one, because then I'm not gonna want to use it. Alright, so I'll use the rest of this peacock curl. Start it down a little bit more. And come around that one. Get it nice and tucked. A little piece sticking out. But we're gonna call that okay. Because I know there's gotta be, oh. I forgot about the hackle. Shoot. The fly training was spectacular. Just whipped it back and forth, and to see the behavior of it, I don't know how to hold the excess thread yet, and it kind of I can't get it to have like a pile next to me. I get kind of wrapped up in it, and put a little piece of yarn at the end, but at least it's going straight and able to get the roll, like that circle traveling down, which was really satisfying. Probably could have done a little bit more on the body. Making the Royal Coachman. I ran into this looking for the Kingfisher patterns, and then the kit happened to come with one. Oops. Oh, I can't see. There's a little end of the feather sticking out. Hey, it's looking quite. I can't see. A little sparse on these guys. Could probably stand to use some more. Stretch our line before. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Yeah. I'll watch a video of someone doing that, just stretching it. Because it does have quite a bit of memory. Like, it stays pretty dang kinked and coiled. Really excited to give it a go on water because it is floating line. So, should be able to not make such a mess and not get caught on too much. I'm probably going to cut the leader quite a bit and just kind of fish near the surface, at least until I get the hang of it. And crap, I forgot the order. I'll use this. I didn't put the stickers on this computer. It's a used computer, and some of them are a little questionable. I'm very self-conscious about the stickers of this. I couldn't bring myself to try to take them off because I would have to commit pretty extensively to trying to get all the gnarls off. So, Royal Coachman fly. Okay, so I'm guessing. Alright, so I have this feather. It's just gonna use as experiment. But does it have to be a left side and a right side in order to achieve that wing shape? One side is going to be quite yellowed. Okay. Nope, that doesn't do it. Why did I think that was going to work? Why does one curl inward? Shoot. Maybe could just do hackle. Bucktail. Like a little tuft of that. I forgot about that part. The feathers. For some reason, there's a few aspects that confuse the heck out of me with the feathers. Yeah, I'm definitely looking for a line that doesn't have memory. And starting to familiarize myself with because wholly confusing. Not only are, like, the price difference between items is astronomical. So I've been looking for, like bulk, if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm so convinced that I'm just gonna snap the line, but I don't think it does that. And it's maybe 2 flat pieces. Okay, so yes, for that perfect shape, a left and right is needed. Okay. Rio fly line. Oh, I still haven't found my notebook. So I gotta take a screenshot. Rio fly line. Yeah, because fish out of water with that. Was looking into leaders, and another thing that I couldn't really figure out, I haven't looked it up to be fair, is like if I have a fly at the end of the line, do I have to cut the leader every time to get that off? Like to put the pole away? Because they are quite long. And I was like thinking about that. How do you disassemble it just by cutting the leader? And if so, can you use regular monoline, like a spool of it? As I see like 5-packs and stuff like that. Pattern. I need a step-by-step. I need this baby spoon-fed with one of those rubber spoons. Okay, please be, yes. Prepare quilt. 2 sections of wing fibers from matched pair of, ooh, shite. See, that's the one crappy thing about craft feathers, is they don't really make sure you have a bunch of lefts and a bunch of rights. It's very random. And I have one white feather and the, really just one. Oh, there's 2. Do you think it'll be an imposing pair? So cut the bottom. Okay, 1. Yes, I think it is. It's not. Crap. Okay, but I mean, it's totally different textures. Maybe I have. Let me just look up bucktail. Bucktail. I almost typed human Coachman. Royal human. Royal Coach. Because maybe, I know there's tons of different variations. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to use bucktail. I'm not entirely sure how to make like a beard of hackle, so this might be a little hard to watch. And I think I'm going to do the hackle first, and then, oh, I didn't leave myself much room. But this is the first attempt. And I don't have like a brown, but this yellow flower, Jesus, feather, it has a nice brownish, orangey kind of color. This in my decapitated hackle feather, sure. Yeah, it's Royal Coachman. I found that scrolling through the Kingfisher ones. I really love that. There's quite a few of the older patterns that will have the like historical patterns. That bright red, the peacock curl, and the gold pheasant feather. That color combination is really nice. If I still sewed, I would try to make a dress based off of that. So cut, but I'm gonna leave those teeth so it doesn't slide out the string. I don't know if that's too much. I'm not sure. Let's. I meant to double some today. So that's something I'm still kind of working on, learning how to make effects to the feathers, if you will. The doubled hackle, I feel like I'll have more success tying in, because sometimes I get too timid to tie, and it gets all bunched under, and then I get a little too OCD and I try to pick all the like hackle feathers out. Alright. And then I end up with loose thread. Okay. I only do that a few times. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's just up a little bit. Yeah. I did not give myself much room. No, I did not. Why is it getting caught on? Alright. Pinch technique works good to out the wings and beard on. Feather underhook. Oh, so it kind of like holds it from, and keeps it from twisting. Ooh, got a big hump of thread. I kind of overdid it in wrapping a little bit. Ow! I'm always like so convinced the stuff's gonna fall out. I just want to cut that tail. That pokey tail. Okay, I should drink some coffee before. Oh. Shoot. I've tied that fly as close to my head. The dial, but let me look that up. Dial. Yeah. Sick. Cool. What does that mean? Yeah, that's really nice. I'm gonna pull up a picture. Kind of like a buggy. Oh, that's really nice. Oh, that's nice. I was watching that Flies Ties stream the other day, and his peacock curl looked like straight from the heavens. It was very thick and beautiful, but it almost looks like that chenille stuff. That's what I kind of thought it was the first few moments. Crap, I'm not gonna have enough room for the head. I don't know. Alright. No slipping. Oh! Good job. And I do want to start practicing adding the penetrator as I go. I got some hairline. I got the head cement and a penetrator. My eyes look tired. Oh, sliding through the eye. Just want the, oh no, I didn't leave myself any room. Shoot, what did I do? Okay, let me try one more time. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna do that again. Go back a little bit. Start that wrap a little further back. Okay. Nope. I know it's a little ass backwards, but we're learning. Alright. Didn't get as many wraps as I feel like I want. Oh god. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try that straw thing first. Let me cut that. Wait. How would I push a straw on it if it, okay. I'll just use my fingers. Hope it stays. Cause I still gotta add some bucktail somehow. So I have some more learning to do. Clearly. Ow! For this. Alright. Oh! I'm just gonna grab a few little bits. Like that. Or maybe I should just start the whole thing over. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that actually. I can see how this fishes too. It's just like a plain Jane. Oh, let me pull these. Oh, it's hot back here. So it was nice and chilly outside, but my skin's all broken out. I am a member of the female race. Party in the USA. Oh, caught. Got caught in the eye of the huckle. Oh, at least that took place. You know what? Maybe I'll try the head cement this go around. I haven't used it yet. Oh, that's a big brush. Oh, that's nerve-wracking. Gosh, that's nerve-wracking a little bit. Ooh, right on. Oh gosh, what's happening? Probably shouldn't have used my hand. Ah, shoot. Was it like dry fast or something? Well, I made a mess with that. It's very stringy. I didn't know much what to expect with that. I've never used it before. I pretty much just used the UV resin. However, I really wanted to widen my net a little bit. I don't want to use a feather. I see everyone using feathers, but dang it, feathers are hard to come by in these parts. I will sacrifice this scrap piece. Sewing needle. Good. I have a needle cushion somewhere. This stuff is really interesting. Where did I put it? Got a whole cushion of sewing needles. Let's see. I'm not sure where that would be. Could be in the room. I stood in a few ant piles. And oh, here's some. Okay, craft wire. Well, it's probably dry. Well, I don't know how fast it dries. There you go. Let's make sure that hole's clear. Should I do another layer or wait to dry? That's lacquer and also nightmare. Oh, okay. What in the flippity skipper? Oh, big hoss. God bless. Using balsa. Yeah, Fiercescythe mentioned balsa. I've heard that about balsa and like all kinds of model stuff. nice and light and floaty. I'm wondering if in the model section of the craft store they'll have like rods of it, which would be ideal, because it looks nice in my opinion, getting there, but I don't think it's going to be very effective. So I really need to find that notebook. Every time I get everything off my shopping list of like supplies, there's so much more. There's too much more. How do people do this? How it's so endless. I really wish there was a fly shop out here, because I would straight up volunteer for free just to get materials, because it's so endless. And crafting was already like that. However, this is a whole nother world. Like down to different feathers, making sure you have a right and a left. So can't overlook some of the whys. I'm glad I know some of the whys, like right and left. I actually commented on a video asking if you needed a right side and a left side to make the wings, like moments ago. I love Mark Linkart. Thank you. That's another one of the reasons I really fell in love quick. Is because there's so many freedoms within it, yet there's so much to work off of. So you're not starting in the dark, yet you can lead yourself there, and you never know what you're gonna catch. It's brilliant, really. And the kit came with a few. I was trying to learn this earlier, but I'm not gonna pull it out. It's really bad. Doing that, like pom-pom. I'm not sure what that texture is, like with the deer hair. Trying to learn that. I have a few deer hunting friends, so waiting on to see if like it's possible to get some cuts of fur. My old neighbor moved to the mountains on Montana, and he hunts and cures all of his own leather, makes leather bags, this and that. He uses brains to cure it. Really intense. Spawn is great. I've only really got a bucktail from them, but they added a pack of free flash. It was like sold. And their videos are great. The tail is usually discarded. Yeah, I live right across the canal from hunting grounds. However, it must be like a slow season or something, because the gut pile, there's been nothing. However, I keep going back, and I grab some skulls and stuff while I'm back there to trade, hopefully trade. And same way as people build houses or build engines. That's true. Oh. I mean, I have been rambling for a little bit, but it dried a little faster than I thought. It's so stringy. I really did not expect that. I also have Sally Hansen's Hard as Nails. It's a lot of people using that. And even in the Lefty Cray DVD that I finally was able to get a copy of, he had some on his desk. Get some of the tip. I have disposable makeup brushes. I should probably bust some of those out. Yeah, it's a very strange texture and tackiness, as if I have spider web stuck to the brush. Well, it's not a Royal Coachman, but it's an attempt at understanding how to work it. And I think my hook is just a hair too big. Well, like way too big. This one has a nice small hook. That's another thing I'm not quite understanding, is how do you base the size of the fly, like, on the hook? If it's too big for the hook, or if the hook is too small for the pattern? Set that aside. Yeah, I was looking at, and then for the holidays they had some. It wasn't Sally Hansen's, but it was like another hard as nails type thing that has like straight up flash in it, like pearl. And I almost grabbed a bottle. It was only $3. I knew I should have grabbed it. A hackle gauge. So it's these are pliers, right? Hackle pliers. Let me look up what a hackle gauge is. Hackle gauge. Oh. Oh. Interesting. Yeah, I've never seen anything like that before. So it would be able to tell you like the optimal hackle length is, because I sometimes notice that, and like there's different size fibers on each feather depending if you start down more or start up more. Yeah, it is really cool. Tells you the size. All right, on. Right on, Mark. I'm down to try any pattern, and I do have penetrator. Just like it'll be sturdy, but I'm down to try out any pattern. There's so many patterns that I often have a really hard time choosing which to even start with, and got quite a lot of materials. One of my main focuses is going to be making deceivers, because I plan on doing a lot of fresh or a lot of salt water, but then also tying them for fresh water. Ooh, heavy physical work day. It's almost the time of year where above ground pools are gonna be super affordable, and they make them huge now. And I know I'm really waiting for one. Okay, I do have a pack of the grizzly, Whiting Farms grizzly hackle feathers, and I'm really stoked for those. It took a while for me to find a pack, but I ended up finding them on Amazon, and gonna try to get those in a few colors. $25, and it's a huge amount of them, and free shipping. And got some white bucktail coming, because there isn't much on this guy. Just found this at a yard sale years ago. And I have chartreuse, because I really want to, when I get the last few things, focus on deceivers just until I'm able to tie them efficiently, and make as much as I can. Learning can be chaotic sometimes. Let me grab just a hair more coffee. Try to tie another one of those, but with the bucktail on. A little more room. going up in a plane, a little Cessna Top Wing. I wish I knew where my license was. I don't have much on it, but it'd be cool to show. Quite proud of that. But gonna go up in a little Cessna Top Wing. They do it by half hour, and I'm gonna sit in the back seat this time, so I'm probably gonna bring a bucket, honestly. Get really nauseous in the back seat. Not in the front seat, because you're able to control, like, and but the back seat, you really feel it. And I like the top wings because along the coast you're able to see everything. You can see sharks, everything. It is very nice. And they do that at Skywalker in Lantana, which is where I was trying to get my private pilot license, but it was just too young and too dumb and didn't stick with it enough. In the future, though, I hope to get back into that. My uncle's actually a trained aerobatic pilot, and he actually trains David Gilmour for Pink Floyd. Get this on. I'm gonna try to get myself a little bit more room this time. Don't know why I'm still using this black. It is painful. It's very inconsistent, I think. That's one of the issues. Okay. I'll try to keep them lined up. I'm trying to use as few as possible because I know these are probably going to be lost pretty dang immediately. I really like the heights a lot. I've never been skydiving, however, I really, really want to go. Maybe for my birthday or something. I think I say that every year. I love heights though. Alright, go under. I don't know if that's proper. Let me tie these in. They're very smooth, so I think I'm just going to keep it all. Okay. Oh, that is super sloppy, but it's all going to be covered. Some hurl. I love heights. It just happened, it was a long time dream, and I was at work back when I was a hostess at a restaurant in downtown Lake Worth. I just mentioned to the manager how, like, I really gotta get going in life because I want to get into Skywalker. That's the name of the school. And he's like, oh shit, I have a pilot license, let's go. I don't ask many questions, so I said okay, and went up for a half hour at the time of my life and kept going back. And then I have a really small but a really small but scattered family, and then it also turned out my cousin worked there. He does windows for helicopters and airplanes. Crap. Yeah, I gotta splurge on some Hurl. Ah, snap that one. How do y'all do this? Just cut that pointy bit. Should I try to? Try that again, but maybe a little less tension. Wants to not snap it. I can't get over how pretty it is. Very. Alright. Okay. Do you have any more of that red? Okay. Just cut a piece off. This is more of the stuff that came in a kit, so nice to. I don't know what I was doing there. Can't help but listen to the TV. Hackle. Okay, you tie everything on at the back of the hook. Hackle you have cut behind. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I've been looking for spoons. Found a few nice kits. I am I'll be forever astounded with how many tools and supplies there are, and how accessible really everything is. And there's so much information online that it's been a whole new lease on life, really. I'm getting a little depressed with the way things are rolling in the great ocean of existence. However, happy chappy now. And I really just a very special corner. I really consider this, well, fight tying is like, how do you say it, elite human heritage. And joy and a half. As overwhelming as it is, I'm really thankful for that aspect, because there's no getting bored, no constant discovery of new materials and new patterns. It's endless, which is ideal for a lifetime. Okay. God, I love peacock curl. It's so beautiful. Yeah, heights are really nice. I do like climbing. I wish there was more spots to climb. That's why I can't really see it probably. Oh, you can. I got my climbing harness there. I only use Prusik knots. I don't have any gear or anything like that. But Prusik knots, you can get up anywhere. And I just have it on some strong maritime rope. So it's multi-purpose. But it's really fun. I keep the ring in my bag so I don't lose it. I attach that and then I have both sides down, and these, I just use this like a ladder. But what's cool about Prusik knots is they're tension knots. So you could move it up, and when you pull down it doesn't move. So you're able to pull these up and then use your foot to get in there and continue to scale the thing. And this rope I got at Home Depot, but for the rope itself, I couldn't afford no climbing ropes. So I just went to the boat shop and got some maritime rope. And that worked for years. The only reason why I wear the harness is clipping in, and really fun to loop it around and kind of slide down because I don't get really high up. Ginger, 100%. Yeah, never get bored. Yeah. I need to get my dad a copy of that, the SAS Survival Handbook. It's one of my, had it since high school, same copy. So one of the only books that I didn't lose through time. Alright. I feel like I have the exact same amount of room that I left myself with on the first one. Is that too little? And some of the hackle feathers I have are like triangles. Let me grab another. I know I brought them out. Oh, I guess I didn't. Let's see. I have some like really nice olive ones. However, it's only like 10 or something. Well, there's more than 10. I'm waiting until I guess like some balls to try more woolly grubbers, and we'll be using that for the body of it. And all these feathers are so different. I just need a little bit. Quick question, would you attach it at the tip or like here? Maybe I should try the tip this time. I had tree climbing spikes, however my legs were way too weak for them. So I passed them on. And I love climbing. I wish I had the balls to climb with a freaking chainsaw. That sounds badass. Well, you could climb up and then pull up the... Anytime I see someone, or the tree cutting companies, I watch it as if it's a show. I try not to be seen, because I know it could get uncomfortable having someone watch you, but they're out here a lot with all the pine trees. That's always really impressive. Pointy end down. Ow. Pointy end. Maybe I did it too close to the point. Pull stuff back. do you get it all? Ooh, ow. Oh, I got a little bit. Just get this stuff. Oh, point back. Point back. Alright. Something clicked, maybe. Probably not, but I'm just gonna grab a new feather. That won't go to waste. I am losing my mind in here. Oh. Alright. Like this. I am officially 2 days monster free. Wait, yesterday was it at the 2 days monster free? Yeah. No, I think I was drinking some last night. I don't know what it is. I think it's because I moved too far from quaint little coffee shops. Like where there's full of coffee shops. But I get my coffee at Chevron anyway. Point in, point down. Beer or oh, those are two different things, huh? So like so. Okay, cool. Shoot, I think I should probably start it down a little bit more. I'm not exactly sure if I'm doing beard or hackle. Get there. It looks like a beard in the pictures. So I do think I'm going to try to at least get some bucktail on here. And then probably watch some videos. Okay, this doesn't seem right. Ow. Alright, there is something that's not right about that. Oh, wait, maybe. Doesn't look very nice. Ooh, no, it doesn't. Alright, I'm just gonna lock that down. Or at least try to lock that down. I see people using straws, but for some reason I'm running a blank on how. I have to cut this. Oh, it's so scary. Scary. Oh, this definitely sticks out more. I was doing that backwards the whole time. Okay, probably shouldn't have cut the tail yet until I tucked it. Ooh. Got stabbed a little bit. God, that looks so much better though. I don't know if I gave myself enough room again. Like, I feel like I heard lost control of aircraft. Whew. I was trying to find my my uncle does have one video. He's my dad's oldest brother, so the footage is quite old. But the barrel rolls is really. All right. Oh. Oh shit. Oh dear God. Oh, so the beard would just be the front? Like that? Oh, okay. If you wrap the feather around its hackle, and I think I've been calling everything hackle because I read on the package they're hackle feathers. It's just been, whoops. It might not be proper, but aesthetically, it pleases my eyes. But I'm glad I'm clear on that now because I was not at all. So the beard is different, and that's where it's just the tuft at the bottom. And you don't wrap it at all for a beard? And would you use just one? Let's see. I just want to see if I could add this real quick. Just a little. Good, but that's gonna affect. Dang it, I wish I looked down sooner. Maybe if I kind of taper them a little bit more, it'll accept the bucktail. Ooh, I'm getting way too comfortable with this thread. It's gonna snap. Just a few. Few of these. That long one I stick in the little thing because I'm trying to put every fiber to use. I'm not sure how long it should be. Okay, so about the same. And I see Lefty do it. Okay, pull back a little bit more. Cut at a taper. I'll put some penetrator. Ooh, don't pick up the ball. Oops, I think I dropped a little piece. Yeah, it smells just like nail polish. Apologies, and this might be hard to watch. think I'm gonna use UV resin on this one though. Okay, whoops. I think I got some penetrator down here. Way too much fun saying that. Whoops. Got a little stuck. I know it's not it, but something. A lot of times in crafts, I do have a tendency to rush the learning process, but I never really found any crafts that I was so happy to do. Like, I was always after the end product. Like, if I were to make a necklace, it's like I'm working to finish the necklace. But this, the act and every bit of it is really satisfying. There's no... It's pretty, I think, but it's not it. Not a real... Oh, my freaking phone is dead? I did not know that. And I just gotta do the UV resin. Or maybe I will do the head cement. Might as well use it. Get used to that. Very interesting. I wonder what the little fibers. The fibers is the head cement. Yeah, definitely. Probably like prefer the resin a little bit. I mean, it's a thing. I think this is a hair too long and too sparse, and I gotta do that beard way more proper. And it looks nothing like the other one, but I guess I haven't really did one right yet. Oh, I'm so used to turning the light on for curing. Hello, bacon grease. Oh. If your site is still here, have you thought about getting a above ground pool? Which I'll never forget. It was like 10 years ago when I looked up what a pool costs, like an in-ground pool. Holy trucks, worth it. But whoa, a little more expensive than I thought it was. I really like the natural pools because you can fish in them and like stock it with whatever and swim in them. And what else? The above ground pools, which I do want some old above ground pools to make it a tilapia pond, which have a shell of an old hot tub that's not in use. Might try that, or turn it into pond liner, because I think the hot tub is inflatable, so that tells me there's like 2 layers of stuff, and I could cut around the rim and have 2 pond liners. And yeah, it's gonna be about that time. There's one that's freaking huge, and I'm gonna try to get that, A, to get acclimated to cold water, but B, to be able to swim out here, because I do not feel good if I don't swim at all. they're like, not I have nothing against pools, like, just ocean spoiled, I guess. I don't know. I like any water, being in any water, and don't have access to any pools. The one pool that I knew of at the YMCA, they mowed over the whole thing. Dangerously low on, but it's okay. I have a few sizes in mind. Any recommendations as far as hook sizes is more than appreciated, because I can't really conceptualize the size of the hooks by numbers alone, and really don't know where to start. And I think these are a hair big. I want to go. Oh, I got more of these, one smaller and one bigger. With the building. Oh yeah, that's right. Wave pool would be sweet, because that's hyper stamina there. Yeah, that would be sweet. And because that's been the issue, finding them big enough to swim, but that kind of eradicates that issue, because it produces the waves to swim against. Yeah, ponds are a must. I have one out of that pond shell, which I keep meaning to make a little video on it. I dug it all out myself within a few hours, and got a nice picture sitting in the hole, questionably shaped hole. But I found that pond liner for, it was pond shell, $25, but just big enough for gambusia. I wanted to get some water chestnuts and lotus growing in it. I might be too shaded, so thinking of using the hot tips for pond liner, at least because even maybe if there's a way to marry the two. But I've been looking for pond liner, like rolls of it, on Marketplace, OfferUp, and those kind of places, because I do not mind digging. Digging is one of my earliest activities, unfortunately. My dad was in irrigation. I've dug many a holes, like long before I even dug holes for plants. And I used to go to this spot across my uncle's house. It was an old dump site in the 50s. The first time I dug there, I found a polio vaccine bottle, but just the bottom, but it said polio on it straight up. And there was actually a team of irrigation installers next door, and they were digging out a system, and they were finding fully intact bottles. Mind you, I dug like 8 holes to where I was standing in them, wide too. I still don't know how I dug, so I was really adamant on finding something. And if there is any form of promise of, like, or possibility rather, of finding something, I will dig until I reach China, quite frankly. Could seam pond liner, right on. Probably that glue that kind of fuses. Trout, always small hooks. Burn pits, nice. Yeah, I bet I could dig up a bunch of treasures there. I mean, my uncle found some really cool stuff. Old model car under the house. The dishes that go in scales, and they're engraved really nicely. Part of a pewter letter opener with a woman. It looked to be Victorian. Wow, cool air bottles and Clorox, very nice. Cool air bottles. I wonder what that is. A friend of mine, long time ago, owned a house in Palm Beach, right on the water, directly on the water. Oh, is it them? Does it have a round bottom? Because those are they pulled up because they were installing all kinds of little areas, and the bottles they were pulling up had round bottles. I think missile bottle, torpedo bottle. Yeah, these. Really neat. I never really looked up what was in them. Oh, for carbonated water. Interesting. Torpedo bottles, also known as Hamilton bottles, were often used for aerated or carbonated water. They were oval shaped with a neck at one end and were deliberately designed so they could not be stored upright. The goal was to keep the cork wet so that it did not dry out and crack, thereby releasing the carbonation. Torpedo bottles were common from the 1840s to the 1870s, and they were superseded by the cod bottle. Oh, I gotta look up what a cod bottle is. Oh, okay. I know this as clam neck bottles. There's a Japanese soda called Ramune, or Ramune. I'm not sure how to pronounce it properly. Ramune, and it's one of those. It's the only bottles that, or only beverage I know of that still uses these. What I know is clam neck bottles with the glass marble on the inside, and you push it through. And they come in just about every flavor. Kool-Aid. Oh, nice. How long has Kool-Aid been around? No way! I've never seen that before. Kool-Aid from a glass bottle. That is so cool. I have never seen that before. They're gonna give me this book. I actually already had a copy of it. This one's odd because they decided to cover the whole thing with masking tape or painter's tape. But there's something neat in here. It's souvenirs. I actually found my copy from Dollar Tree, Souvenir Nation. It's got a lot of really cool, you know, like the Washington Monument cornerstone piece. I love the heck out of it. What was it that it was? It's a bottle. The shape is just really hard to explain. Maybe it's in a different book, because one of those. Oh, nice. I remember one year my dad decided to collect candlestick phones, so I spent like 2 years hoarding them. Oh, that's cool. Chads. Oh, I did. I thought I had a note still. Found a bunch of coupons for cigarettes from the 80s, like a whole bag of them. I'm still trying to find an intact pack of cigarettes that have the penny in it. I've been wanting to find that to frame it for a while. And back in the day, like when my dad was young and he would get sent to the store to get a pack of cigarettes for his mom, it would come with a penny in the cellophane. And I've been looking for that for a long time. Penny and cigarettes. I think that would just be so cool to frame it. So this one has 21 cents in it. It'd be so cool. And a shadow box and like a wooden frame. Cool. There's syrup. Wow. So before the powder, they sold little bottles of syrup. Oh, I bet the marina in Buffalo, oh my god, that's a spot to magnet fish. Dang, that is a spot to magnet fish. Hello, Ali Reza. Oh, that's funny. Liquor bottles by the outhouse. The only cool spot that I found was in this area on Hypoluxo and Lantana. There's a nature preserve with a bird watching tower. It's really cool. Very small. There's an original cistern for water, to hold water, and you could find remnants of like little patches of roads. But there was a house from the late 1800s, refurbished in the 30s, burnt down in the 70s in a training fire for firefighters. But it's really fun digging there. Within the first 5 minutes, I found a 1919 Buffalo nickel, and I was able to find like clearly what was the kitchen, where was the garage, and that kind of thing. Speaking of Jack Daniels, I actually meant to do it all through the summer, but in between Singer Island and Bicentennial Park in Riviera Beach, Singer Island is that little island that is where all the swimming videos were. Well, when I was born, I was home with my mom, and my dad was out partying all night, and I decided at like 3 in the morning to swim. It's like Peanut Island, and they dropped. They were fully clothed, swimming, and it's a small area to swim, but it's depending on the tide, it's really hard. And the one kid that was holding the bottle of Jack couldn't hold on to it anymore, and so they all told him to just let it go. It has to be down there still. And a fisherman pulled out an old beer can. Let me grab it. I think it's worth seeing. Yeah, it's not in here. Interesting. On TV just said, God, I already forgot. Something gangs taking undersized fish. But fisherman pulled this out. And Code decided to bring it up to show me, and I was like, oh my god, that is a score and a half. That's so old. It's been, God, it has to be the 80s. I love the color is still there. And this was covered in silt. It was absolutely full of silt, so it was able to preserve itself down there until this fisherman pulled it up. Old bush can. And I've been trying to find pop tabs because I still run into this everywhere on the beach. But this one is definitely a cat food can. But I've been trying to find the one bush can top for it. But I thought that was neat. This is the first time I've ever seen one of these types of cans. I run into the pop tabs all the time. But yeah, 70s and 80s, very nice. And it says, the coolest part to me is, it says Florida engraved there. Florida and some code. I can't get over the color remained after all that time. And it was the softest, siltiest, blackest sand inside of it. Man, I feel like I should watch some videos on these. But, you know, they're not too bad. Gotta get those goose feathers. We'll compare. This is what came at the rod and reel. And these are the first attempts. but still have a lot to understand. That's so sick. Back when we still did that. Went to the Coca-Cola factory once. That was really neat. Tried a soda there called Beverly, and it was god awful. It tasted like gin. They have yeah, they are a little sloppy, the ones that, you know. This like made me feel a lot better, like with tying, like little little freeing, honestly, because like these wings do not line up. So a little, it makes me feel a little better, because when I plan it right and have a little bit more understanding, I could definitely do that. And get some goose feathers. I know I could find duck feathers, no problem. They're everywhere out here. And I just found a street. I let Lucy take me for a walk. And she found the best street. Tons of ducks. Duck flew right overhead, which was really cool. And huge, immense ducks, which, I'll be honest, I never really see them flying. And right overhead, and the sound, very powerful wings. And tons of birds. There's a when I get the balls to go across the canal, which I did manage to find a pair of those spares on eBay for $30. Yeah, yeah. They must have tied a million that day. I'm gonna put this in with the decapitated ones. I don't know why this isn't more popular than it already is, which, you know, it's gonna happen, just like every craft. Like crochet, there's relatively few people producing custom crochet work. I mean, obviously a ton. However, now, oh, it's limitless. When the internet hooks into, like, when masses, so it moves really fast. Like UV resin crafts, it went from, you know, you'd see it here and there, mainly on Asian crafting channels, like Japanese crafting channels, and Panda Hall and that kind of thing, and then poof, and there's like just limitless. You see someone doing immense things with UV resin every day. That is very true. I cannot wait to catch a fish with it. I am still a little jerky when it comes to fishing. I think the not wanting to lose any, which is, that's gonna end like very fast. As soon as I get to where I understand a pattern and I could reproduce it easily, I feel like that is gonna change the way I fish a lot. Because right now I'm still very much a beginner, so I get a little attached to each one, so I keep it moving too much. I lost a few so far. And that's definitely gonna happen. Try to get this picked a little more free. To push that. I like the penetrator a lot. The head cement is gonna take some getting used to, but the penetrator is very liquidy, very thin, and I really just wanted something that went in between all the layers, and especially for like the buck hair, because the individual hairs are very round and they're tapered, which will help like tension wise to keep it on the hook. However, it feels a little like they could pull out. Hello, Richard S. No, there's water treatment. It's well water, so without any form of water treatment, it smells like eggs. However, it's got a salt tank on it and a bunch of random tanks. I'm not exactly sure what they do, but still don't drink it or cook with it. And without any of that, it's an absolute nightmare. And like I use this to wash my hair now, but before I was just using rainwater, to be totally honest. It caused a lot of damage to my hair. Like at one point the ends were breaking really bad. My hair's like brassy and it felt like hay. It was a horrific experience. I found a little camper today on Facebook and trying to find more of this size. I think that would be an ideal little shop. I really want to get a mobile shop together before next year because it's one of my main life goals. Is to at least have something mobile. Check this out though. What? Is that not sick? That is so sick. I had no idea. Like I could pull that with my hands probably. Maybe. And it's got a trunk. It's got good storage. For some reason they don't have any pictures of the interior, excluding this. But I couldn't get over that. I could park that anywhere. And it's called a little guy. I love that little guy. That's too cool. I have a little beach. I was looking for rooms to rent in my hometown because it's right near the ocean. One room, like in a shared house, minimum $800, which, I mean, by the ocean, totally fine. But like, I rented a 2-bedroom house, freestanding house, huge yard, mango tree for $875 a month. It hurts, but it changed so much. A Fiat Doblo. Fiat Doblo. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's sick. I really like the conversion vans, 40 Econolines here, the older ones, like cut off probably 90s, but that's sick. It's like kind of looks like a cozier Sprinter van. Oh, that's a light and a light. Let me look at the Ford Econoline. I love Ford Econolines. Yeah. Ideal. That one's nice. So 80s, but they're really, really nice. That's what my dad used to drive. It used to be so funny. I used to be riding my bike around and I would just see my dad's van with all the doors open and just a bunch of random people sitting in there watching TV because I had a little TV, like a VHS TV. Lake Worth is pretty big, but downtown Lake Worth, they call it Lake Worth Beach now, is very small town. A lot of people got pushed out though. It's happening out here too, all the new people. It's an equestrian area, but the people are really bugged out by horses. Some lady's driveway got some horse poo on it. She made a post in an equestrian area saying like, how dare, like, this is a residential area. So you come into the residential area in an equestrian area. A residential property in an equestrian area. Yeah. See, I am, what do you call that? a vendor. I'm a merchant. I'm a merchant at heart. So ideally I'd have a little mobile shack of sorts that the only objects that are in it is archive and stuff to sell and a place to, you know. Yeah, that's what everyone said. Horse poo's good for the garden. Why are you complaining? Throw it in your flowers and your banana trees. Exactly. It's been a treat and a half. And some people get a little touchy, so they'll make another post on how rude the people are out here, which just like drives the nail in deeper. I do love this area. I love the people in it. They're a hoot and a half. The local elections are happening now, and it's between a renter and someone who's lived in this area for a long time, and there's not a lot of information, but all the information that I was able to find was on one of the women's things that's also running. A Patel. Let's see what that is. Patel. Definition. Oh, I wish I was a landowner. Land borrower. Ooh. Gujarati language. That sounds ancient. Village head. I've never heard of this term. Very cool. A Patel, Patel. A village headman or a landowner. Yeah, I really like selling stuff. I like having yard sales that never end. I've done a lot of craft shows, and that's my personal favorite. I like selling online just fine, but not really. I like in person, because that way, if someone's interested in something, you could adjust the price right then. It's easier to hold stuff. You're able to meet people, and something about it. I wish I could just do markets. And there is one out here, however, it didn't go very well. It was, and they're seasonal. A lot of them are seasonal. And I called it for a while that I think store owners or shop owners, even online shop owners, were gonna go for like the food truck setup and be able to have I mean, it's like impossible to have a brick and mortar shop. Even the few vintage shops that I know of barely break even, but you know, they become kind of like little social centers. Dang it, I forgot to say hi, or how to say hi. Shit. I think I just assumed that those are Chinese characters. I mean, they are, right? Kanji. It's free to sell on eBay now. Yeah, have I ever... Yeah, I worked in restaurants. I actually quite like working in restaurants. The day goes by so quick, and really easy way. I'm actually trying to find a few places. I personally don't drink alcohol, however, I always wanted to be a bartender. And when I did work in restaurants, I was too young for that. But Lake Worth, there's so many bars, and they're all hoot, and I always wanted to do that. And it would be ideal, especially currently, and get a few birds with one stone, and the day just goes by so freaking fast. Thank you. This is my little creation station, if you will. It's quite hectic, and when I move, I knock a bunch of stuff over, but nice to have a little corner where it could really go wild, if you will. Because I pretty much stay in the seat like on streams, on like when I wander off, but oh, there's the snail. No shit. That is so cool. Coffee with no sugar, just milk and coffee. This snail has been in here for months now, And it's still, ew, does that mean there's moisture up in here? Because how is this still alive? What is that? Oh, tail. That is so cool. I'm gonna run him outside because the first time I ran into him, I lost him. And this is like a month ago. Maybe just a few weeks. But I felt really bad because I was like, dang it, he's gonna dry up somewhere. I really love snails. I think they're some of the cutest. Their eyes and their little mouths. I can't. Had pet snails since I was a kid. And one day my mom made me bring them outside because I had too many. And it rained that night and they all drowned. She felt so bad. I got so much stuff from the store the next day, if my memory serves me correct. But yeah, they were all named Swirly. I was very creative. No, I don't think I'll ever move from Florida. I briefly lived in Colorado, which Colorado is very tempting, and Oregon. I've never been to Oregon, but there's something about it that's just I gotta see at least once. Same thing with Montana, but after a while in Colorado, I just got really kind of claustrophobic. Need that coastline and that endless ocean, but Panama seems pretty sweet, and anywhere there's ample ocean. But I think Panama is probably the only other place I would possibly live. But I don't think I'll ever leave Florida again. I love this state so much, and I mean I haven't even got to any of the springs yet. Canada. I didn't know y'all had mosquitoes too. See, if I went to Canada, I would be like, sweet, gonna get a break from the mosquitoes. But I heard that they're just as bad there. I mean, I guess we all have our little pains, but Canada seems really nice. There's a ample, endless nature there. A buddy of mine lives there, and let me make sure you're not. Are you Darcy? A buddy of mine is a pilot up there, private pilot, and I gotta get back to him. Original try. Got a feeling it's his brother. That's a possibility. I feel like I don't remember it being this big, but he's in there. Hello, little guy. Very cool. Oh, Jim Carrey is hilarious. Man, I wish I watched more of Robin Williams when he was still here. I never really watched him on like Martha Stewart and like talk shows or anything like that. And I've been watching anything that it passed with Robin Williams on it. I just guess I wasn't watching many videos when he was still here, or movies and stuff like that. My friend moved to Canada, but she's the woman of that owned the vintage shop that I grew up working at, and she didn't know that there was some laws on fur and what fur you're able to bring in, and I've never seen a woman so perturbed before. Yeah, Florida. Yeah, they're both great. I wonder if they did anything together. But Panama is really cool. The reason why that's always on my mind is the affordability, the endlessness, mountains. I can't imagine mountains and ocean. That's pretty sweet. What are the abortion rules in Florida? I'm not sure, actually. I'm not at all sure. I could find out a little bit. The ban. Oh, May 1st. What is near total ban? I mean, after 6. I mean, like, I don't know. I don't want to get in trouble because everyone has very intense feelings about that, and I just don't know. I personally say more the merrier. More people. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about at all. And need people though. I'm glad I was born. But yeah, I'm not too sure. Well, after 6 weeks, I just don't know what the whole. I am human, but I don't know much about being such as the life cycle in general. But yeah, I don't know. Let's. Yeah, the population is in decline. I couldn't really believe it because I'm so used to hearing things, especially sensationalism. So sometimes my immediate disregard ends up in a train of curiosity to try to see all sides because there's so many different types of people with different needs and desires. However, it's a little worrying because what does that even look like? Yeah, it is. Walgreens. They could probably make it cheaper um, to help out with any issues. Because I'm not sure how much it is, but I know I've heard people talk about like not being able to afford it, but I'm not sure how much it is. Yeah, yeah. Well, I feel like too, the internet. Um, God bless the stuff. Love internet. It's beautiful thing. Um, but I do think there's a little bit of a kink in like carrying on with life cycles and like a kink in the rope of life cycles, which will be passed surely, but like way less. Like I know a few people with kids for my generation, but maybe like 2% of the people I know, and I feel like that's in a lot of situations. And you got half the internet calling any female over 30 infertile, which certainly doesn't help. I mean, I don't know. It probably doesn't affect much, but I really don't know. And I think people are less and less prepared to bear offspring. I mean, for a quick example, the year I went to high school, well, the year I switched high schools into a more proper high school, and that had shop and mechanics, they took out home economics that year. No one knows how to cook. I'm over here eating hard-boiled eggs and peanut butter and jelly. I know how to cook. It's just like whole food, like easy stuff. Yeah, the sinkholes are very real. Retirement homes, Disneyland, and sinkholes and gators, not far off. Not far off at all. Childless cat ladies, yeah. And God, you gotta keep two people together long enough to, bear offspring. And if like dating culture has gotten to be so disposable, like if you don't like the person, you could just swipe to the next type of thing. I mean, that's the gist I get. I've never been on Tinder or anything like that. I don't think I've ever been on any dating app, but it's very kind of like trying on shoes or something. That's what it feels like. And like and people got way better at not way better, but like just I don't know, the dating culture turned into something like musical chairs. And which, I'm all for like sexual liberation or what have you. However, STD still exists. And like unplanned stuff. I personally don't get it. I wish people would enjoy people's company first, and then it's I mean, obviously superficial if like I don't know, because a lot of people post about everything online, but you still can't gauge. I don't know how to put the words together. It is shallow. And there's 7 billion people. I mean, probably more at this. Well, I don't know. I've been saying 7 billion for like 20 years. I feel like. How many humans lay eggs? No, I'm just kidding. How many people live on planet Earth? 8 billion and a bunch of other numbers. So about 8 billion people. Yeah, there's tons of people out there. And I think it's so easy to portray yourself how you want to be portrayed rather than portraying yourself like I don't know. I just like see stuff scrolling that yeah, no, it's intense. It is really intense, very irresponsible. Because then you have all that going on, and then what happens when the inevitable happens? Because like human biology and like things coming together that sparks other things into creation, and then I just don't understand. If everyone got into fishing and then we had some like some form of security, like civilian security, aka boats and Molotov cocktails to keep all the international fishing vessels farther out. Yeah, no, it's intense. It's intense out there. I'm glad. I'm glad to have been born the year I was born in, because got a little kind of almost like the last little bit of like a regular childhood rather than today. Like, I didn't get a cell phone until I was in high school. And, 1992. And I was very far behind. Like, my parents didn't have internet. And, pretty far behind, like, other people had cell phones, but no regrets there, though. I mean, I do have too many books. No, yeah, I believe that 100%, or Earth could fit way more people. I don't, I mean, civilians and citizens are definitely not the issue. Could learn to, like, keep better care of our personal surroundings, because that really affects us in the now. But it's a really, really wild planet. And the massive scale things is a little worrying. Like the dam in China slowing the rotation of the Earth. I don't know much about that, but just like I think about that a lot. And my parents are party people. Yeah, they were both disco queens. No, Davos shut the whatever. I can't. What's his name? Klaus Schwab. I can't get over it. He literally said Z power. I cackled and then cried inside. Oh my god, if it would be a true nightmare. Hello, big hearts. Eat sea crickets, exactly. And you know what? I was kind of down with entomophagy before all that, like as a choice, because we are part of a small population of Earth's inhabitants that don't engage in entomophagy or eating bugs. And there's a lot of like good stuff within them and not much different than shrimp. However, now they just ruined it for me. I like Joseph Yoon a lot. He's a chef, bug chef. Parasites are real. Fishing, hell yeah. And then I'll trade the fish to hunters. One day I might engage in some hunt. I could probably do birds, even though I don't know why there's a difference. I guess I was raised fishing, so I think I'm a little bit less squeamish with that. I want to get an ikejime kit so I could make it even like less painful, because my current situation is not fun. It involves a crowbar or a sharp knife, but sometimes I forget that. Yeah, there's a lot of grasses that are useful. And a lot of water, if I remember correct. Yeah, the parasites are really real. See, and by eating bugs, the ones I was interested in, scorpions and tarantulas, but I feel like I would like the tarantulas too much. They're really nice. 100%. 100%. I don't know what happened to. I hate to say the internet, but something definitely affected something. Like less and less. Like none of my like IRL friends really enjoy the outdoors by any stretch, and would never even think of coming with me fishing. And but they do a lot of bitching about the government, quite frankly. But I really do think it starts with oneself rather than like placing blame on. I mean, the government's gonna be corrupt, and I just see a lot of energy being wasted there rather than any form of exploratory or like. I try to make it a point to talk to all different types of people, and because everyone's looking at the same diamond but through different facets, and I think it's easy for a lot of people to find echo chambers and stay within them. And if enough of those happen, then it's like everyone might as well be speaking another language. Yeah, changing from generation to generation. It's odd. I haven't talked to a lot of the people I know, not until this election year is over, because I just. There's only so many times I could go, wow, that's crazy, and I have not much to offer to a conversation without being shut down immediately. Look up thought terminating cliches. It's like what everybody's fallback is right now, but on such a scale I've never seen before. At the point you can't say nothing about nothing without getting like a whole weird lecture that, I live on this planet once, and you couldn't pay me to, like, I care, but not like that. Not to the point where I'm calling people names and like attempting to dox them essentially. Just the strangest things. And like, I don't know, it's very anti-human. It's like humans, we judge. That's ingrained in us. We like things and don't, but that's neither here nor there. And we bitch a lot. We talk a lot of shit. It's beautiful, but very stressful these days. Because if you say one thing, it seems it's like the person in your face knows your whole story just because, like, I know I give the eggs thing, I repeat that a lot, but like you can mention the price of eggs because they're about double the price in my area. I don't know about everybody else's, but $11 for the regular carton of eggs, which is usually 30 eggs, and that song "Whip It" was stuck in my head all day when I was doing the fly pull. When something's going on, you must whip it. I do like Diva. There really is enough food on this planet. Oh god. Ooh. I never wanted to think about that again. But during the spamdemic, they had to cull like all the pork. Thankfully, somebody got footage of it just to show like how horrific that practice is. They essentially steamed him alive. They did steam him alive. I will never watch that video again, but very infuriating. And the food is just so ass backwards. And it's getting harder and harder to find stuff that's trustable to eat because you're ingesting the stuff, you're processing it, you're digesting it. And everything in Publix now is all waxed. All the produce is waxed. There's no way to get the stuff out or off. Feels horrible. I don't care what this stuff looks like. I just want it to be real. And the only things that shows any form of like natural are the bananas because they bruise, but as soon as they show colors, they're out of there. And the pears. And that's the only thing that I notice. But I do think there's enough food. It's just being allocated ass backwards. And it doesn't help all the farms are being bought out and replaced with mass housing. And other things. Like, this is Palm Beach County. Western Palm Beach County. Oklahoma looks really sweet. I've never been there, but I've always heard good things about it. The only thing I know about Oklahoma is flaming lips. Oh, cool. That's how the yolks look in Japan. I've never been there either. However, I watch a lot of cooking videos, recipe videos, and their oaks, their yolks look divine. And I'll have to keep an eye out for Vital Farms. I don't know if I've heard of that. I'll look up what their carton looks like. Oh, okay, I've seen those. Yeah, I'll definitely check those out. Nice. The Vital Farms color chart for yolks. That's really cool. No, I think I hear a stream going on. Interesting. I did not know that, Ian. I didn't know prepping, like, I guess, like I said, I'll be totally honest. I went to 10 years of Catholic school. There wasn't a lot of exploratory, like, lessons or, like, diving in. It was a lot of repetition and a lot of shutting down questions, which I just think they just didn't know the answers. And because there's a lot of fascinating mentions, very historical. The first book ever printed. I want to get chickens again. I have a lot to learn with them. I had two, and I just don't know what happened. But before chickens, I really want to well, I get a big dog cage for out there instead of a coop, because they'd be free range anyway. There's plenty of room, and get some more ponds in, so they have ample water as well as fish. And yeah, I've never had Wagyu, but it looks delicious. Oh no, I did. There's a sushi place in Miami called Sushi Samba, and they have it, but just a few pieces. It was really, really good. I've never had like a proper piece of it. I wish they would offer that somewhere locally. That would be nice. Down in Miami, there's a lot. You could get just about any food possible there. It's a little bit of a hole in the wall, but there's a Thai takeout place called Cake. Oh my god, the place is incredible. I used to hop on a tri-rail just to go there. And they had a giant prawn fried rice, and they were huge. Richard asked, one day I'll keep chickens again. I had two, however, don't know what happened. They passed away, and it was an absolute nightmare, honestly. And I started with two. We had a hurricane roll through a few years ago, and they had the shell rock and everything, the grain and fresh food. I always give them grubs, and there's a lot to eat here for them. Yeah, that's another thing. Something like a little, not ficus, because all the ficus got pulled out. It's clusia now everyone's using for hedging. Crocodile meat, I gotta try it again. Because there's the inner roll and the outer roll of the tail, I believe. And I told the people to give me whatever one tastes best, and they gave me a piece that... Sometimes I don't like stuff the first time, but the second time I try the food item, I very much enjoy it. And it was on a food truck, so I'm not saying nothing, but but I do want to try that again. Frog's legs are really good. And I haven't tried, what's that lizard? Iguana. That's really popular to eat down here too. People will come and remove them from your property for free because it is a food source. You gotta really cook them though, salmonella. Everything loves a chicken. Yeah, we got coyotes out here. Which reminds me, someone has a black fox, a pet black fox. Ooh, I gotta plug this in. The phone's gonna be uneven. I'll have to put, oh. Well, it's plugged in. Got this battery backup. It's really, really useful. Got it for Christmas from Mini Roosters. Yeah, I do want to start with roosters first, I'll be honest, because not at all prepared for chickens, like for roosting area and that kind of thing. However, for roosters, ready to go. And got a dog kennel they could sleep in. Not a kennel, it's just like this big gate thing. And yeah, it was a weird meat, that alligator. It was very salty. I don't think Itkin's gonna bother the chickens. The rabbits, these are tiny little rabbits. And unfortunately, the cat that I got left with, and I still have, I wasn't gonna abandon her because she is a really cool cat, decided she wanted to be outdoors, has a taste for rabbits. And I've been trying to find what, because she doesn't grab them all the time, but I've been trying to find, because that's fly tying materials. Oh, Big Hose, I appreciate that. You're more than welcome. Sometimes I miss comments, but pretty soon I'll be on Kento. If you check out Kento, code lock here, that says if you look at his channel, you'll be able to see Kento. And Kento will read out comments, and it doesn't have to read them out loud. I could throw a headphone in. Yeah, I get some things. God, one of the horror stories I heard out here, I don't know why this popped into my mind, but a hawk kept getting someone's chickens, so however, it turned out to be an endangered hawk, and that dude's in jail now, and the hawk was able to fly off and it died elsewhere, and they, I guess, did an autopsy and recovered the bullet and traced it back, and yeah, the dude's in jail now. So, gotta make sure you ID the hawks that are causing issues if you plan on taking it in your own hands. I never really thought about that. And yeah, I haven't seen Gator sold anywhere. Not anywhere local. There's a bar called Gator Hut or something like that. Jail in Florida. Yeah, that does sound like a nightmare, huh? There's one in Central Florida, near Clewiston, where they have Sugarfest. And oof, I genuinely feel for every inmate there. I mean, you know, because they're made to farm in sweltering heat. The private prisons scare the shit out of me. I do just want the feathers. I've been asking around out here. I got some sweet skulls I could trade for feathers too. And various jaw parts. Boar. Really, really huge. There's one relatively intact, because the bones that I find are from the vultures, so there's a gut pile. It's hunting ground, so it is a little gory, but you know, natural as anything else. And there's a gut pile, there's an area with hoses where people will process their catches. What do you call stuff like your fish in your box is your catches, but what do you call things you hunt? Your kills? That doesn't sound right. I think there has to be another term that's like, yes, that bird. Oh, Church is out there with Lucy. Being oddly quiet, honestly. Is that why he's being so quiet? They have, let me bring this. I can grab Church. I can steal him from Code. His shell's a little. I'm gonna bring him outside real quick and grab that Chaos Engine of a pup. Hey, Chaos Engine would have been a good name. Chaos Engine would have been a good name. He has no idea that there are others present. Okay. Go for a walk. He's ready. He's slowly understanding what that means. He's a rescue, so not even sure about how. Church. Oh, good job. You got it. You just gotta plan it a little better. Oh, jeez. You got it. You gotta get down first. Jump. Ready? Ooh. Very nice. Okay. Church, hop up. Oh, it's getting heavy. Kind of dog that you'll give them a kiss and end up with a broken nose. Hi. What? You still got so much energy. There you go. these I have an entire can of. An actual can. Mismatched earrings from the 40s to 80s. That's church. Yeah. Yeah. Oh God. He's a bundle. Oh yes. Accidental scratches unlimited. But he's been a lot better on walks because he has so much energy. And all I read about bulldogs is laziness. He was raised actually in a house with a raccoon, and then was Red Rock, no way. Yeah, it is. It's so gnarly. I'll be real. I used to try to hump Lucy every now and then. However, Lucy now humps him. She's a female dog. But I love that dog. My parents' neighbor had him and needed to find a home for him. And Lucy is elderly, and actually got her acting like a puppy again. And they really keep each other occupied throughout the day. Yeah, definitely wasn't a choice as far as breed. However, he's such a character that never really thought of bulldogs. Yeah, because he can't swim. His nose doesn't allow it. Which I know there are bulldogs that swim. However, yeah, like even, and like his breathing is just, they're not supposed to be like that. They were bred into such an odd shape that they can't really navigate very well. And he's like a bull in a china shop, and barrels through and then knocks a bunch of stuff over, gets scared of the stuff falling over, and then knocks a bunch more over. He's a bull in a china shop. And just things with his stomach, so like he jumps like 80 feet in the air. I wish there was a way I could show you, maybe outside, like when there's sun. He could jump so high and you'll just be like standing there and poof. Very interesting dog. And been getting him a little bit more in shape because before he was very, very hectic on walks. However, now can handle cars passing, bikes passing, all that without freaking out. And he doesn't go after the leash anymore. The leash looks like a rope. And yeah, he has to be mixed with something else. Very interesting puppy. What, 2 years now? I believe they were like literally for bleeding bulls, but I could be wrong. So I guess like fighting. Yeah, the meathead dogs, I like that. He is a total meathead. He's definitely a boy. In fact, I'm looking for a dog for my dad. A female Labrador. Chocolate or black. He got my hand with his mouth. His mouth smells like sewage. I am not exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating at all. like straight sewage. And nothing really helps. And I know they have like dog mints and stuff like that, but I don't know what's worse, sewage breath or minty sewage breath. I remember I had a pack of mints from the Honda Classic. My dad's friend volunteers there. My dad goes every year. And my pig, back when I had Blue, well, when Blue was still with us, I should say, he's passed away. Oh, it was horrific. He got a mint and it smelled so bad. Pig breath mixed in with mint was way worse than just pig breath, because I wasn't actually grossed out by his breath, but that pig could do no wrong. No. Mild-mannered bulldog. Oh, interesting. I never really thought about calming him down, if you will. He's really good as long as if you look at him, he's gonna jump on you. If you say church, he's gonna jump on you. If you even think about him, he's gonna jump. He likes jumping. That's something I wouldn't have ever pictured with a creature of his stature. He jumps really, really big. Yeah. Thankfully, Code actually, I could not. I actually haven't even been back by his grave or anything. It was my closest friend I've ever had on this entire planet. One day I'll get another pig, but I want like 10 instead of just one. So that's the future plan. Have like a rescue. Minimum 10. I don't want to run out of pigs ever again. They're just such cool animals. They're very wise, which is odd to like try to put into words, but really wise. Like he was like kind of like a stoned Yoda or something. He was very chill. And the best one. Micro pigs actually don't exist. I mean, very, very, very controversial subject in the pig community, if you will. They pretty much grow to the size they grow, and a lot of the really small pigs are underfed and stuff like that. It's worth looking into, and there might be like, I was looking at different varieties or species. Like coonies are really nice, and I've seen some that are quite small, but it's all, I think, it's like mixed bag, like what you would the size. Like I don't think Blue is that big. But yeah, it wasn't that big. Like about the size of church, because he had little short legs, so he wasn't very tall or didn't take up much room. He might have been a little big, but he was perfect. That is the greatest creature. I still can't even look at pictures of him, I'll be totally honest, and I'm like heavily disassociated right now. Best animal. I got fish now. And hello Loki. Yeah, about 150 pounds. Greatest animal possible. I hate to do this. He just, He made my hands stink. His mouth is sewage. I just gotta wash my hands real quick because, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Very soft, beautiful dog. But if his mouth touches you, that lingers. Extensively, it lingers. I kind of want to tie another one. Because I gotta stop jumping around so much. Right. Alright, I do have one out. I do have smaller hooks, but they're much smaller. I think they're too small. Because I just don't think I'll have much success. And maybe I'm gonna use red, because I could always color the head of the fly. No, I'm gonna keep with black. One day I'll get to a point of better efficiency. Let's see. The Royal Coachman. Oop. Well, a butchered version of the. Oh shoot! My bad. My bad. My dad is still resting. They won't be able to go back for the second operation. Well, second biopsy until I think the 13th. I think that's, which sucks. That's so much time of uncertainty. And waiting is not. I am pretty dang allergic to waiting. I instantly begin to mentally decay. Like waiting for mail, anything. That's why I engage in so many crafts, I guess. But, okay, who's here? Trying to use as much of just one feather as I can. Can I rip these off? Oh, I can. Oh, cool. They're all stuck together. That's brilliant. Oh, don't know why I'm whispering. They're all stuck together. That is brilliant. I think. Oh, that's not enough. Well, I'll make one more befuddled version because I know I'm gonna be losing these. And gotta make some for code 2 and some extras. Oh, I should have went down. Extra security. I just hit that hook. Oh, hunger hit me. I drank some water. Oh. But it's from a kimchi jar and I was too embarrassed to bring it in here. Maybe some good old peacock curl. I'm really excited for the grizzly feathers. Dear Lord, I'm excited for grizzly feathers. And pretty soon I'll be getting them in red and yellow, as well as the yellow bucktail. I don't know, actually. I think I need a more concise, like, list of materials that's like you can't get away without, like peacock curl. Well, it's quite late, so I'm sure Anne is out, but I'd really like to remember to ask him like what his favorite materials are and what materials he would not want to tie a fly without. That's a type of question that I often forget to ask. As well, to AJ, I'm sure. He's no longer here, however, I gotta remember to ask. It's honestly the most important question I have right now. Okay, this time I'm gonna try to leave plenty of room. Too much up. Oh, I miss that pig so much. Makes me want to punch a child. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't know why I said that. I don't ask myself many questions, and the words that come out of my mouth, they just do. So, you know. Don't overthink anything that comes out of this mouth, please. I am a human, and I'm only sure that I live this one time, so I try to have fun with every moment, and now I'm just rambling. Anywho, I hope everyone's having a beautiful night. I am slowly getting at least a little bit more capable with this, which is And I do think I found a water fountain. I'm gonna get a little waterfall, so there's water sounds to keep keep like every thought from flowing from God knows where. Okay. This way. God, I just can't get over the backlight. Makes it a little difficult to see. I wish I could just keep it to that because it's really like a color combination that I just really like. Reminds me of old French interiors with the tile floor and the decked out walls with incredible antiques and art. I'm like with the black and white tiles and the almost satiny walls. But I really like the golden pheasant with, like, look at him go. Really cool feathers. On eBay, there's a bunch of like whole patches. Which would be nice to have a feather farm and just collect the feathers that fall, I guess. That is huge patches of feathers, so I'm guessing that's not how it works. But, and I'm also not sure if I want to do the bucktail again or try something else. I don't know what else I could use for wings. I see the goose biots used in the tails. I wonder if using for wings would... I can see. Oh. Maybe. Because it's rigid. Oh. Well, let me see. It is a pretty evenly spaced taper. I think it... Because on both sides... scissors. On both sides, it won't be too... Okay, cool. This and this look about the same size and like that for wings. Because I don't have the quill, the goose quill, but maybe these come too. And I should probably... I should probably look up a picture. Oh, hell yeah! Very cool. Yeah, I finally found the tinsel that I was seeing on like the copper joint, like anything with like that back wing casing, and it was peacock tinsel. That stuff is magical looking. I want peacock and pearl and red. Jeez. Yeah, red is ideal, huh? I've been using the Flashaboo to wrap. I'm not sure how different... I don't have a roll of tinsel yet, so I'm not sure how different the thickness is. But I have tinsel-like stuff, and it's much thinner than the Flashaboo, but it wraps nice, because I really want to make some of the older flies, which have this similar color thing. Red is deadly. For the saltwater flies, Lifty Cray quoted, I forgot who it was quoting, but if it ain't chartreuse, it ain't no use. And I keep thinking that. That's why I got the chartreuse bucktail, but red's next. Well, red calftail. I see calftail being used for the belly a lot. For the saltwater flies, which are essentially larger streamers with really bright colors. But I've been getting red for a, perhaps to signify like an injured fish, but also gills. That's brilliant. We'll definitely get red tinsel. That is red, white, yellow, and green have been really the four colors I've been at least trying to knock out as far as materials. Royal Coachman. So, oh, we're doing a beard this time. Very good. Okay. Just one. So would I attach it like this and then bend it back for beard or go straight in like that. Dang, I gave myself extra room for the, well, be a big head, I guess. Let's see. This phone is too close. Dang, it's not charging anyway. 13%. Get to the okay. you're in the thread holder. Okay, so the second way, I guess I could tie it quite far back because I could just pull it through. Get that under more loose. Maybe I should choose a different hackle feather because this is very sparse. Or should I do two? What else is there? I did find I mean, actually, I like this more because it kind of matches the color profile of the tail. I get one with the black that's closer to the edge. Ooh, that one's really nice. They're all so different. Okay, like so. Yeah, because that like matches up. Oh dear. How do I get it to stick out though? Oh, maybe I make like a bump of thread. I'm not sure. Okay. I'm not too sure if... Oh, maybe. Let me just cut a bunch off. Yeah. And I'll cut a bunch more off. So, shouldn't have done that. It's okay. That like under. Uh-oh. Okay, I have an idea. Use this to go around it. Oops. Okay. I just want it to stick out a little. Oh, why are you over here now? Oh. Okay, that does not want to. Cheers. Maybe I will just tackle it. Or they're just so sparse. I'm just gonna like, I have a lot to bring in. Maybe I should. Okay, I have an idea. I just realized I could try to make the doubled hackle, because then it'll at least look a little fuller. I wish I had a waterfall to not have such silence. Take over. I'm not very good at this yet. However, you run the scissors down it and it really does wonders. Like, you do it once and it separates the feather's fibers. Then you do it again and you keep doing it and it starts to fold essentially in half. I wish I got these ones a little bit more. Try to more up there. Alright, I was just getting satisfied, but almost there. I call that good. Try it up a little bit more. I'm just curious. Alright, I'm gonna try. Okay, I have an idea. I think I'm going to try. Okay, try to add the wings and then do the hackle around them. I'm not sure. I've never done wings before. So How should they be positioned? Like that? Or do they go out? I'm not sure. Okay, just gonna finagle that a little bit. Okay, that was dumb probably because now how am I gonna do the hackle? I did not think about that. Let's get that up. Yes. Please excuse the silence as I try to figure out how I can get it there. Okay, might look nice. Ugh. Whoops. Maybe it's a good thing because I think I got some of the tail. No, maybe not. Whoops. Cheers there. No, I've definitely noticed a very specific blankness in the last few years. Because things you mean usually are ridiculous. We live in society after all. However, it does seem like a little much these last few years. Like speed tracks. Try and get to for some reason I want to add them before. Well, maybe up. Oh, shit. Now there's no room for the hackle. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna go for it anyway because there's no reason not to, I suppose. Okay. Don't know if this is any good, but I like it. Let me just get this stuff. Tied back a little bit. Just get this a little bit more even though. I should go play music. The wings got a little traveled a bit. And we're wrap and then the other. Ooh, got myself good that time. Maybe I'll put a tiny fork on the ends. Gotta dig those out anyways for poppers. Well, you know what? I'm not mad. My phone's almost dead though. I should put more in the tail. These are really uneven, but just use 2 goose biots. I think that's how they're pronounced. For wings, but we'll get some quills. Oops. When I get a little better, I'll be able to have close-up videos like this, all proper like. But there she blows. An attempt at least at a these things. This is what came in the kit, which not the best quality, but Royal Coachman. And There's the first attempt. I ran out of room for any form of wingage, but quite like the colors. And then went and tried to add some bucktail instead. And that's the third attempt. There's the bobkin. Oops. Red. Wish the wings were just a little bit more even. I don't want to bend them. But there she was. I just gotta do the little finishing thing, and I think I'm gonna leave this one as is. Don't want to break it. Black is. I gotta remember to get some. Selling a plaster angel tomorrow, so I'm just gonna pick it up, and I will gotta pay code back for a Cast King backpack, but after that I'm gonna get black and light pink thread, light pink for shrimp and other like crusty boys. Well, yeah, that's good because I'm gonna be sealing it anyway. I might as well just try to use this again. I want to get good at it. I'll use a brush. I'm gonna just pick some up. More. A nice bead that time. Very interesting. Well, I guess I'll do another layer. Oh, that's gonna dry. Put some hand sanitizer on it to keep it from drying. Hello, green butt skunk. Okay, good. White marabou. Ideal. Would you use the tips of it? Wait, well, marabou. I'm thinking of this stuff. Oh, good. Sweet. So like a tuft in the back. I'll look up Royal Coachman with marabou because I'm sure it'll come right up. Save it for the bucktail. I don't know if that's not enough or what. Probably. Yeah, it looks like a little fish, I think. I do think Ryan will probably be fishing mostly with wet flies and streamers. So I do see a lot of the, I don't know if there's like a wet and dry version per pattern or what. Very extensive. Old English pennies. I do have a jar of coins. All foreign coins. Not too many Canadian ones, but ton. Been collecting them for so long. I got a good amount, really. I think it's good. I do have a roll of pennies. I don't know what to do with it. It's not too full. And I don't really like search for them. I always run into them. And sometimes at Publix, they will pull one out of the drawer and like, no, you could still give that to me. I don't mind. But yeah, the jar of pennies. I wonder if they're all the same age, like if they're fresh, because that might be siftable. I used to look for misprints and stuff like that. So the double die coins, they're worth all different amounts, and there's some that's like worth an extraordinary amount, and there'll be a misprint on coins. Or like spacing will be a little off in the letters. I spent a lot of hours within a few weeks. Found bags and bags of wheat pennies, mostly wheat pennies. Some few like regular pennies, but mostly wheat pennies. They're laying around here somewhere. That's actually where the cigarette from the 80s coupons, a bag of them. I think they'd be cool like in resin or like lining a cigar box or something. But my phone is dangerously close to dying, and I don't know if it. Well, I think it still uploads and everything. On Instagram, your stream just disappears forever. But here it's not that. But hitting hunger. Ooh, that is so beautiful. That tiny little feather will be excellent and something. I have a drawer of just the tips. But I shall be back tomorrow. I'm gonna probably continue making a few more of these because gonna try to take these out tomorrow the next day and need a good amount because I know there's gonna be some losses, so probably just gonna remake what's here and try to dig through my hooks a little bit to try to find, I don't know, smaller ones. I don't know, there's a wide arrangement in here, and I guess this is, I'll probably stick the same, I don't know. All up in the air apparently, but yeah, on that note, gonna eat. Yeah, very hungry, but I hope everyone has a beautiful night, and thank you all for joining, and please do never hesitate if you see, sometimes it takes me a while to look back down, and I apologize, but I'm trying to get back short and long pull retrieves. I was trying to it's amazing how long you could keep the line airborne. Like, I went like that, and like wait a few seconds, and then do the pullback, and it's still there. Really neat. And few rolling casts. If I get a little bit more of a hang on it, I'm more than happy to stream outside doing that, because pointers are vital, and pointers, backed by experience, is worth more than gold. And really appreciative towards all that, and all the insight and recommendations, because it might take me a second to notice or look down, and might take me once or twice hearing something to commit it to have it committed to memory. If I could, I would just commit everything to memory, but sometimes I have to hear it a few times. But thank y'all dearly, love y'all, hope you have a beautiful evening, and yeah, tomorrow I shall be back attempting to tie more flies. Hopefully the grizzly feathers will get here anytime, because I'm really stoked for those really long hackle feathers. But happy trails, and yeah, you keep it in the air. It felt like a ribbon dancer. Like, I was even doing it in circles. I mean, it But good night, happy trails. Oops.